The die itself is the ability to come through the body. Dream. You're not in a realm, you're in a dream, because the D is the next stage down. It's the next cup down. It's if you can't do the physical, you go to the light. So you work with the next cup down, the layers of magnetic field. Well, what are those called? Like a gobstopper or, those multi-layer candies or something like that?
I forget what they're called.
Yeah, I forget what. They have multiple layers and sometimes they're different colors.
Mm-hmm.
It's that. So it's inward to the sphere, the encasing of it. It's the eye plus the enclosure of that. So it's a containment, which is why when you have land is a parameter extending onward into the D. That D is this realm. There's a number of words that associate with that particular place with. Even when you have it D, at the end of words to show its past tense, you show it happened. It became solid. It became into its existence, but its existence of itself. So it happened.
Lucid dreams are just so interesting. Do you feel you're being transported to multiple different dimensions while you're lucid dreaming? Because you probably have lucid dream more than me, right? Sometimes I feel like I move to a different sequence pretty quickly and then I forget I'm lucid dreaming. It's not even me waking up, it's my dream moving to a different sequence, and then I got to start all over again and do level in a game. It's time. You're moving up a level, but it feels like you're starting to
perform the best lucid dream.
And sometimes
at all times.
Right. And it's I'm just really curious on how people can master lucid dreaming and making sure that, yep, I'm doing it every night. And there's people that, can I believe you? Is that really happening? Because that seems you would be coming back from these lucid dreams knowing, but I guess they're just lucid dreaming having fun. Your lucid dreaming can to kind of learn a lot and discover things and bring that back with you. And then, maybe I just haven't heard the right people or something, but there has to be something to lucid dreaming if we can do it as humans.
We have the ability to be. And if we have the ability to be, we might as well just be.
Yeah.
So, if we're being in a lucid dream, then we're aware of the sequence where we can, create in that sequence, but the sequence itself is continuing. So how we operate is based off the intention we put into it, the intention of experience itself based off the perception we're perceiving from. So sometimes it's the body, sometimes it's the connection of the imprint of the body. It's regardless what's present and available to experience the incoming of what would be our connection, the connection to source. You can say is one method, but the source of whom? Ourselves, the world, or both. In this manner, I think that if it's all just spirals at the end of the day, and it's able to unravel onto itself, those spirals do show up and arrive in other places. They also have existence of being, but they're also traversing and changing in every moment through the spiral. Sometimes it's losing energy, sometimes it's gaining energy, sometimes it's amplified energy. It has a method, it has a way, and we all have a different experience, a part of it, through it, all of it. Sometimes you gotta also honor nature, because nature will work itself out and balancing itself out, and being made of nature, by nature, through the nature we speak of presently. I think that the observance of having the experience takes in has an impact. So when you are able to have a lucid dream, you have a higher impact because it hits into more of your presence and being more. You're activating more a synchronized, I would say, experience where you're able to not only observe but take part. Now, how much we're willing to, be the controller of the world itself that we're part of.
Being more synchronized, you're saying?
It's a synchronicity factor for sure, because I think that we're syncing up with the ability to be able to operate more of ourselves.
Do you feel you have a lot of, what was I about to say?
And it's a breath. When you have enough of breath.
Life, real life?
I think the synchronicities itself is how much we can process and take in, and how much we can process and take in allows how much of the universe to come into existence.
Or is it just the more you can listen versus the more you can process and take in?
You're right.
The more you can listen, the more synchronicities, because they're probably happening more often than not, but it's whether you see it or not, whether you're tuned in and paying attention versus, because then that shows also that you are being present. And it's not really about processing, but you're just at maybe a good processing that you're able to tune in and,
I think a lot of
it happened before you're on.
And sometimes we do without, or we even speak without doing. So we're not perfect, but
we all speak without, but listening and paying more attention and being more present and mindful, all that will help you to understand that way to see those synchronicities and feel them, and then know that you're in alignment, because the universe wouldn't be synchronizing for just no reason. You know what I mean?
I agree, you're right. I agree that I wish I was more present to be more present.
I'm not saying anything about you personally. I'm just stating, because it's even hard. Is unless you're a monk or something, it's something that's a daily practice. You can't. They maybe have done that for so many years. They're accustomed to doing that. But for us, having to do work and life and responsibilities that are more, can take away from the present moment sometimes and get caught up with whatever, is just a daily practice, a lifelong practice. But it gets better. I wish I was. I feel I can always grow. You know what I mean? But I feel every day I'm learning to grow more and more because of these little virtues that I just implement every day, or try to, or look for them in some way. Looking for them as in, I'm looking at this experience, can I use this virtue, or can I use this way of my new thinking and my new habits to make it better instead of worse, and not anybody else's energies affect me, so I'm taking it on. Maybe I've just been better at protecting my energy also from all that, but it's been very helpful.
But you're a lot more clear and able to work with awful energies that are accustomed to you. And you came into that unique set that you have to your offering because of a grander experience at play. Even if we don't acknowledge it or recognize it, just because you are unaware of a lucid dream, or if you've not yet fully mastered being lucid within a dream, does not mean that dream has the potential to be lucid. That dream has the potential for it to be. And that comes from your presence and participation.